one item here. Yes. So here's the lock mechanism. You interact with it. Now the outside green ring, you see, moves like that with your left joystick, and the inner right mechanism moves with your right joystick. And now you will try to circle around until the corresponding gears start to move. So I will keep my right joystick pointed to the right here, and I will move this left joystick around until the green gears start to move, which is about 2 o'clock there. And as soon as both of those start moving, the mechanism will unlock. And now we have access to gold-rimmed circular spectacles. Thank you, Hogwarts Legacy. Now I can't remember if there's a locked door on the other side, so let's go check it out real quick. Nope, just one of these. But we haven't opened the chests, so let's open the chests real quick. Okay, perfect. Now we have accomplished that, and let's go back now to the Grand Staircase Tower. Like I said, with Hufflepuff, we will explore all of the common rooms with various characters. Obviously, mine is a Slytherin, so you've already seen the Slytherin common room. We might do a more in-depth video than we did, just to explore more of the secrets. Let's just double check we got everything in this closet here, which we did. Okay, and let's stay level by level. I usually shift to my right shoulder, but I want to stay level by level here. This is the One-Eyed Witch passage. You're not missing much. You do have access to Honeydukes. It would actually be quicker just to do Floo Powder into Hogsmeade, but you basically go down these stairs and follow a really long path through a really long cave with a couple few things to look at. We might explore it in a later episode, but it's nothing really spectacular. It just leads you to Hogsmeade as it does in the books there. This is basically the old version of Filch. This is Gladwin Moon. Now, he is the one who gives you permission to sneak around the castle to find those statues that we addressed in the last episode. But I'm not going to talk to him now because that will waste some of our time. But this is one of those doors that wasn't open to us before. So you sneak to the left here, and this is a teacher's bedroom, I believe. I'm guessing this is Professor Garlick's room because of the way it's decorated and because of the Hufflepuff banners. She's implied to be the head of Hufflepuff House. That's kind of her living area, and this is, of course, her bedroom. So you're not missing much except just plants and a couple chests that you can check out there. But cool design. I like the design of this room. I discovered it for the first time today. This is one of the only rooms I have already seen in the unlocked sections of the castle. Through here, this is going to be another study. Now, whose bedroom is this going to be? Flying contraptions. Pick up. Professor Fig. So this is Professor Fig's bedroom, I guess, from the Minister of Magic. Yep, this is a level 2 lock, so we don't have access to that yet. We will do that in another episode as well. This is one of those key cabinets, and we'll just do this one real quick. Pin the key to the middle. There we go. I get really anxious right before I do it, so I usually hit it either early or too late, and you usually hear me yell "ope" quite a few times. Go up these stairs here. Now, you do have to sneak around at night, but it looks like during the day, this isn't technically off limits as long as you have that Alohomora spell. That's a level 2 lock there, so we won't have access to that. Just some candy there. Level 1 lock. Let's see what this is all about. Now, a lot of people have asked me what my character's name is or means or why I named my character that, because if you're good with clues and have been watching my channel for long enough, that's not my actual name. My actual name is not Eric Schwabington. Eric Schwabington is a character I created when I was 6 years old as basically my version slash kind of a parody slash, I would say my version is closer to anything of Harry Potter. I basically created my own version of Harry Potter that was kind of a significant ripoff, and also added elements of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. And Eric Schwabington was the main character of that series. Now, eventually, let me pause real quick because I believe this is Professor, is it Howin? Whoever the care of magical creatures professor is, I'm guessing this is implied to be theirs. So the whole point of this section of the castle is that all of the teachers live here and sleep here and that sort of thing. Let's do, I don't think I've done one of these in a video. So this is a math puzzle. We have to figure out how to spin the side wheels. So the double question mark is going to be 14 minus 3 is 11. And then when we find that shape, that corresponds to the number 2. So 11 minus 2 is 9. And number 9 is this squid creature. You can't really see it in that lighting. So we have to roll this until it corresponds with not that squid creature, but that squid creature. And then the top one here, 13 minus 5 is 8. Spider corresponds to 8. So it's 0. And 0 is that fella there. So then we click open. And the door will open, and that's how you open these. And this is a pretty big closet here. This is leading to some rafters. And just a single chest over here. You can sell items, or you can equip items, but you can also sell them for money at any vendor shop, which is nice. But anyways, back to, Eric Schwabington, I wrote a ton of short stories when I was, like I said, like 6 years old up until the point that I was probably 13 years old. And that's when I started really developing the world of the book that I've been working on since then. But eventually I'd like to revisit kind of the world of Eric Schwabington, make it less of a ripoff of all of those elements. Like I said, Harry Potter, Star Wars, that sort of thing. And maybe do like a graphic novel with it. Jewel-encrusted tortoiseshell, very cool. But yeah, so all the teachers live in the same part of the castle, which is kind of unique. I don't know if they ever mentioned that in the books. I was always under the interpretation that like their living quarters were right next to their classrooms. But we'll go to the top of this tower here, see if there's any more field guide pages. There usually are in front of every statue. Boris the Bewildered. And here's another one of those key chests, which I have not seen the key for it yet, so we don't have access to. But using certain spells on certain statues will allow you to get these field guide pages. Through this door now, this is a prefix bathroom. So this is, of course, where Harry has a little fun with Moaning Myrtle during his 4th year, and he puts the egg underneath to better understand the clue towards the second task. And we can turn these on, and you see like bubbles coming out. Nothing major in here, nothing really that you can do. But yeah, this is implied to be the bathroom that Harry has some fun with Moaning Myrtle in, and that's as far as I will go with that statement. See if there's anything in these toilets except for flushable. See, I'm bummed that like a secret Easter egg doesn't pop up right there as soon as I do both of those. The prefix bathroom. Climbing up the stairs even further, and now we are in the hospital wing. So we've finally discovered the hospital wing, and that, of course, leads to the clock tower. Let's go to the hospital wing first. So very similar to what you see in the films. This is a level 2 lock. I don't remember the name of the matron, but it's definitely not Madame Pomfrey. Chamber pot there, which you can interact with. And I'm going to sneak up on this kid and steal his stuff. Very cool. But yeah, this is the hospital wing. Very much, I would say less like the later films and more like the first film. There's not a huge difference, but the first film, it's a lot taller. I could be getting those confused, but I'm pretty sure that to me looks more like the hospital wing in the first film than it does later on. And then, of course, in this other direction is the clock tower mechanism. Harry checks this out when everybody else is going to Hogsmeade in the 3rd film. And we mentioned in our clock tower video that the clock tower is not a location in the books. It was added by Alfonso Cuarón to visualize the passage of time for people watching the films. So we'll just circle around these clock gears here, see if there's anything. I'm going to add a fire spell quickly to my arsenal and capture that. That'll give you a field guide page, which you can accio. Are there any chests up here that we can collect? Yes. And now we're right behind the clock. And I can't climb up there. That's too bad. So, I saw if you go back around in that direction, we got to go all the way around these clock gears here. And now we are in the lower level. But we're going to sneak over here just real quick, make sure there's not a chest we missed. There is. Level 1 lock. And we will open it just like that, as you're used to. Takes a little bit of time, but it's nothing crazy. Silver Four Eyes Spectacles. And then in this lower level here, a painting hallway. And this we've already been to. That's the prefix bathroom. So that's that extra hallway leading off the prefix bathroom. We saw the key at one point, so let's open this house cabinet. We only have 3 more, 2 after this one, which is nice. But this game always gives me anxiety. Open it up to get that house token. And eventually, once we have all of them, we will place them in our house chest that I mentioned earlier in this video. Make sure we're not missing anything. I think that's all for the teachers. I don't know the official name of this tower. I'm just going to call it the Professor's Tower or the Teacher's Tower or whatever. But I think that's all of the unlockable items that we can do in this section of the castle. Make sure there's nothing under here. Nope, we're good. So, continuing out towards Gryffindor Tower. Actually, let's go all the way to the top here. Gryffindor Tower. Nope, there's nothing we can unlock in this section. So let's go all the way down these stairs then. And that'll bring us to that kind of Oxford feeling part of the castle. There's Professor Garlick there. She's kind of a baddie. And Professor Ronan there. They're both looking at something. Don't worry, my wife agrees. This, I did figure out how to open that. There's a special spell, and I can't remember what it is, but this is just kind of a painting storage area behind this secret cabinet. Continue down the stairs, and now we're back in the Whale Corridor. My unofficial name for it. We've already been through that bathroom, but we haven't been through this door here. Let's do a level 1 unlock. And of course, if you're wondering where Moaning Myrtle is, she hasn't even been born yet, let alone die. Of course, she dies during the time of Voldemort in the 1940s. And very tricky one there. Perfect, got it. So I don't even know which one would technically be her bathroom. I'd have to really look into book canon and double check that. Out of order, this one exploding. All of the ones on the right seem to be exploding for whatever reason. Ooh, that's kind of cool. There's one of those, the Demiguise statues. You can only collect them at night. They only allow you to pick them up at night. But kind of a cool hydraulic system or plumbing system that's existing in Hogwarts here. My gear slots are full. That's too bad. And another chest that I can't unlock. So that's that bathroom. Let's move then into this Gryffindor Hall type area. That, of course, leads out to the quad, and there's nothing in the quad at all, which is film accurate. Nothing leads off of the quad, really. But that leads off to the suspension bridge. So we're going to go back before we go to any other part of the castle and stick to the grand staircase, of course. So we got the Gryffindor side. What else is in the grand staircase? We got the trophy room, which I think has a locked door on it. And we also have Ravenclaw Tower, which I don't know if it has anything in there for us to check out. But we will go back towards the grand staircase. I'm sorry I didn't pet that cat. I know. We're kind of in a hurry today. Main entrance there, but we're going to go up and over. Oh, not there. Did I miss Ravenclaw Tower? Where's Ravenclaw Tower here? Am I slow? That's Gryffindor, which means that Ravenclaw should be right up there. Okay. I'm not going crazy. I missed it. We got to go even further than I think we do. So, Ravenclaw Tower over in this direction. Of course, recognizable by the blue and runes on the walls. I've already been in there. This is just a landing. There's nothing down below except an exit. So let's go all the way to the top and see if there's anything we can do. I don't think there is now that I'm thinking about it, but another view of Ravenclaw Tower for you, except for the common room, which we will get in a later episode. So crawling down these stairs, like I said, there is an exit to, I can't remember which bridge down below there. But we'll go back to the grand staircase and crawl all the way to the top to the armory and the trophy room. Still very impressed with the world design in this game. I do have some qualms about the gameplay itself, not just the story, but one thing that's really been frustrating me and been on my mind is I was playing it at normal difficulty. And granted, I don't play video games a ton. I've never been a huge video game player. But one thing that really frustrated me playing just on normal difficulty is the fluidity of your movements is seriously limited when compared to the fluidity of your opponents. So if you're fighting villains, they have a lot more fluid movement to them than you do. And so your rigidness when you're fighting against enemies is really, it's difficult, and it makes it a lot harder. It makes it harder to defend. It makes it harder to do attacking spells. And then your recovery time is inconsistent, I should say, is the best way I can describe it. I'm very disappointed in the combat aspects of this game. But that being said, the world building is still phenomenal. Let's search this chest. We can't because our things are full. Level 1 lock. Let's see what's at the top of the grand staircase tower here. Both pointing to the left. We will unlock that door and crawl up an older part here, or at least it looked like it in that light. I really like the design of this area. This is pretty. I love the dark wood. This is the Serpentine corridor. So this is actually a reference to this is a reference to the credits of Prisoner of Azkaban. They mention, if you're familiar with the credits of Prisoner of Azkaban, they're told through the medium of the Marauder's map, and there is a corridor in there described as the Serpentine corridor, and it doesn't exist in the films, and it is never mentioned in the books, but it is implied to kind of snake like that. There's storage closets on either side, which we saw there. There's a level 3 lock, which we will have to return to later, but that's a cool reference. I like that. This is cool. I like these kind of Chinese lanterns. Level 2 lock. So I'm guessing this is how we get into the headmaster's office, if they allow us to. But, oh, very cool. Okay, so we're at the top of the castle. Open. Okay. I don't know what that opened or if it did anything, but it's not giving us access to that. There's another one of those puzzle pieces. Yes, this is the headmaster's office. So I wonder, I don't know if there's a way we can get in without me having to get to a certain level, but I wonder if I try to open this, if it does anything to the gargoyle. It doesn't. Okay. But anyways, this is the entrance to the headmaster's office. Very cool. I like the little statues, gargoyles type things in series of like sphinxes and dragons and eagles and that sort of the like. That's a very cool element. I like that. So let's crawl back down. That's as far as we can get for now. We will come back to it in a later episode, of course, when we have level 2 and level 3 done. And now we'll just crawl all the way back down the grand staircase tower. Here's that serpentine corridor. So what I mean by that is it just loops and swerves like a serpent. And so on the side here are implied to be like wand repair or I can't remember what else, like broomstick storage or that sort of thing. But like I said, that's a reference to the credits of Prisoner of Azkaban. That's cool that they added it in the game. I really like that. Still can't open that chest because I don't have any availability in my stores. Centaur armor. Very cool. So that's centaur armor. This big fat guy over here is troll armor, which is kind of cool. Going all the way down. Okay, so we have done everything except the quad, and I'm almost certain there's nothing coming off of the quad. So let's then go to the next section of the castle, that being the defense against the dark arts tower. And in order to, what's our best option to get there? I would say our best option is to go through the quad, actually. Where am I? Oh! Wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I thought I had unlocked something with that open button up top, but that's just one of those puzzle pieces we've already done. Ignore me. I'm just a little slow sometimes. So, let's keep going past all these paintings. Paintings that vaguely look like people, I think. And are we going to have access through Ravenclaw? Where does this door lead to? Which bridge is at the bottom of this staircase? I can never remember. Not the defense against the dark arts tower necessarily. This is probably going to be more, yeah, the central hall. Okay, but we'll come back here. I do want to stick, there's a very specific, not specific, but there's a reason I am doing it in the order that I am. It's so we can remember where we are. So let's stick to the defense against the dark arts tower before we come back to central hall here. Oh, wrong exit. That's the viaduct. Okay. We gotta go out through the bottom. If we pass anything, let me know, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing on this end. We'll come back through and check out the potions corridor. But transfiguration corridor here. Or excuse me, I always say corridor, I mean courtyard. I hope you guys understand that. I just stumble on my words every once in a while. What is the level on that? Level 2 lock. That sucks. Okay, let's go all the way up this side. This is going to be the astronomy tower. Another apology for you getting dizzy if you're watching this. The charms classroom here. I think there's a level 1 lock on this. Yes. So this is the office of Professor Ronan. Perfect. I might have said Ronan earlier for the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor. That is not right. I'm pretty sure Ronan is the charms professor here. Can't open that because we don't have any stores, but cool little spiral staircase leading up to, I'm assuming, a bedroom. So when I say that I was under the oh, hello. Very nice. Oh, okay, so this is the Dark Tower. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so above the Charms classroom is the Dark Tower, which is film accurate, kind of. So the Dark Tower is where they imprison Sirius in the Prisoner of Azkaban film, and it is at the top of a tower connected to the Transfiguration courtyard. That tower doesn't exist in any other films, and so that how they've included that in the architecture of this game is they've put it where it should be, but not as a tower, as just a section of the Transfiguration area. That's a level 2 lock to get in there, but that's the cell that Hermione breaks out Sirius with Bombarda. Very cool. Okay, back in the Charms office here. One more look around. Very nice. Okay, back up to the astronomy tower now. We go up here. That's that study area underneath the astronomy tower. That's that window that I mentioned when we were discovering or exploring the bell towers that is visible on the outside, which is very cool. I suppose we will pet one cat. This is the lucky cat for this episode. I'll hold my microphone up so you guys can hear it. All right, that's the only cat that gets pet right now. This door has a level 1 lock. Perfect. Alohomora. It's Alohomora, not Alohomora. Okay, go through this door here. And what do we find? Storage closet of some... Ooh, someone's bedroom. I'm not petting the cat. I'm not petting the cat. This is... the astronomy bedroom? Would make sense. So whatever the name of the astronomy professor in this game is, this is her living quarters here. Okay. Which tells me there's probably not going to be anything up here, but I will just double check. Let's go as far as the... there's Peeves again. As far as the room of requirement, and then... Okay. Yeah, there's nothing. So room of requirement entrance is on that wall there. So we have covered everything in the astronomy tower. Let's go back down to the Defense Against the Dark Arts tower and check out all of the other angles there. So I like that most of this, we're just discovering teachers' stuff. And so this kind of adds just a slight edge to that world building, that world design. But we're not missing a ton. I do like that we have an entire section of the castle dedicated to the teachers that we didn't have access to. That makes a lot of sense, and I like that they did it that way. Here is Professor Fig's office classroom, I should say. This is magical theory. We already have access to his office, so there's not going to be anything in here. Nothing over there. Okay, so we go back down, and let's go to the other side of this tower, which is towards the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. Anything in this direction? That, of course, leads over to the other side, which we will check out. That leads back to the main portion of the castle. We got to go down a level or two and into this section. More dancing ghosts. They're everywhere. We don't have access to the Defense Against the Dark Arts office, so let's check it out. Of course, we see this office for, I think oh, that's a level 2 lock. Shoot. I think we see it for the first time with Professor Lockhart in Chamber of Secrets. I might be wrong about that, though. Okay, go to the bottom, and we will cross back through the courtyard. And now the other section of the castle. There's another cat. I see you. I will pet you later. Right now I have a job. I'm focused on my mission. Is there anything in the Transfiguration classroom? No. So I'm trying to put together in my mind why some teachers have bedrooms in that one portion of the castle and others are, like I assumed, right next to their classrooms. And I think it's because like all of the ones that we saw in the one tower are non-traditional teachers, like the herbology teacher whose classroom would be in the whose classroom would be in the what am I trying to say here? The greenhouses, or the Care of Magical Creatures teacher, who I guess technically wouldn't be the caretaker, so to say, and so the caretaker's hut, or the gamekeeper's hut, I should say, is they wouldn't have access to. So that might be accurate. And then the potions professor. That's kind of an interesting element there. I like that. But I still haven't found Professor Weasley's, unless we already passed that in the tower and I just wasn't paying attention. So, okay. Let's go West Tower, because I really like the design of the West Tower here. Level 1, unlock. Oh, sorry, wrong command. This might be Professor Weasley's bedroom. Dude, let's pull a prank on Professor Weasley. I know where her bedroom's at. That would be really creepy. That's where I was going with that. I hope you understand that. What is this? This is... I do know that there is a moth hidden in here, and I'm going to find that moth real quick. So where is my Lumos? Let's go like that. Lumos. There's a moth hidden in here somewhere, and there it is. We'll come back to it. Ooh, oh, I love this section of the castle. Egyptian theme. That's fascinating. That's not something I thought I would see in Hogwarts. That is cool. Okay, very cool. I like that. Sorry, wrong spell. This might be my new favorite portion of the castle. And guess what? It's in the West Tower, which makes it even better. So, the Sphinx, we're going to collect this field guide page here. Sphinx statue. Okay. There's that moth. We'll use Lumos on. And I think if we exit here... Oh, hello. Oh, this is the backside of the History of Magic classroom. Very nice. Interesting. There's Professor Binns there as a ghost. Very nice. And this guy will go up these stairs, I think, and right in that portrait area. Very... Oh, sorry. There we go. Collect the field guide page, and now we're going back up to the bell towers. So, top of the bell towers here, there's going to be another locked door on our left-hand side. This is what I mean by left-hand side, sorry. And this should just be access to the other bell tower. Let's see if there's anything hidden there. Ooh, very, very small space to get this one accurate. Okay, and what is through here now? This just looks like statue storage to me. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But we are in the bell towers. What? Ooh, okay, puzzle. 10 minus 2 is 8. That creature is 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6, which correlates to the lizard. This is the lizard. And the other one, 7 minus 4 is 3, which correlates to the Hydra creature. And we'll go back and open that door now. And this is just more chests. Nothing spectacular in here. Okay, so that is the bell tower. And I can't remember if there was anything in the music classroom, but let's check it out. And let me pause real quick. So you're going to hear this music. This is one of the songs that plays when you're in here. And I'm trying to figure out what song this is. Let's see. Because I do know this song. It's played at the end of a... It's played at the end of a Muse song off of their Resistance album. And I'm just curious if that song... Obviously, it's a classical tune, but I'm curious what year it came out. Because I almost wonder if it's not too young for this film. I know that... Or for this game, I should say. This one has a level 1 lock. Let's see what's in this chest here. Unlock that. Sorry, I'm doing two things at once. And I believe this is the one that's at the end of the Muse song, United States of Eurasia. And this was, it's a song, it's Nocturne in E-flat major, Op 9 number 2 by Chopin. And yes, it is. So it was published in 1832, so that would make this accurate. I don't know why I was so obsessed with knowing if it was too young for this game, but regardless, I haven't figured out this bell thing yet, but I will let you know if there are any prizes that come off of it when I do. Let's get out of here. I'm sick of having Chopin stuck in my head. So we go out and the music disappears. And we go down the other staircase in the bell tower here. I shouldn't say other staircase. It's the same one we came out to begin with. This door leads back out into the bell tower. And collect more field guide pages. Scorch marks there. Just see if there are any hidden locks over here. I don't believe there are. Nope. Because we start to hear music again. Okay, let's explore down here. What is the lock on this door? Level 1. Perfect. This is one of the doors I was most curious about at the base of the bell tower here. And unlock there at about 5 o'clock and 1 o'clock. And, ooh, this is huge. Where does this lead? Chest there, obviously. I'm going to try to discover as much as I can. So, one of these again. Okay, 9 minus 1, which is the unicorn, is 8. Minus 7 is 1, which is the unicorn. Whoops, already passed it already, my bad. Reset this bad boy. Unicorn. And then the top one, 22 minus 12 is 10. Minus the spider, which is 8, is 2, which is the dinosaur, spider, weird, that thing. Open. I should know my Harry Potter creatures, but I can't be bothered right now. I'm in a very exploring mood. More statue storage here. That's kind of cool. Uh-oh. What happened to me? It hit me with... Oh, that's cool. If you touch the painting, you're hit with Petrificus totalis. Gorgon portrait. Nice. Oh, because it's... okay, yeah, I get it. Because statues and Medusa. Okay, very nice. Very cool. Very evil. Where does this lead now? We are underneath the bell towers, and this is like the lower level of Central Hall. Here's another one of those, which I will do in another time. I won't waste your time there. This has a level 2 lock on it. This is just a wall. Naked wall with no tapestry on it. Kind of suspicious. And this leads to a place I've already been. So I'm guessing this is below the potions dungeon. And I am almost certain that's correct. Yes, so that was the hidden entrance under the potions dungeon. So if it's a two-sided passageway, I'm guessing, if it's a passageway with two locked doors on either end of it and they connect to each other, then you only have to unlock one. The other opens automatically from the inside and you don't have to re-unlock it, which is a cool element there. Okay, unlock the potion store. And can I steal stuff? That would be really nice. Snape's office, or more specifically, Professor Sharp's office for this game. And nothing. This window is the one that we pointed out in an older episode, the same one that obviously we see this office in Order of the Phoenix for occlumency lessons. Another look at the potions classroom. Now let's exit into Central Hall here. Now, I don't believe there's anything in the library that we need to check out. Is there anything up in those areas? No. I'm almost certain there's nothing in the library. There's nothing on either side there. So the only other area I would need to check out here is this side. No, that's not right. That's not right. Be this side, right? No, that's also not right. Because where does this one lead? This one leads to that bridge. So yes, it is this side. Sorry, I get all turned around sometimes. So this tower is going to lead us to... Central Hall is always where I kind of get turned around. And at the very top here... Oh, the divination classroom. Okay. So, I think that is all of the ones that I can think of, but we still haven't gone to, like, West Hall, or the West Tower, really. We went to the bell towers, so we were about halfway between. But let's just finish up here. We've gone through every section of the castle except for, and I gotta remember the fastest way to get there, or the easiest way to get there, is probably at the bottom here near the greenhouses. I do have to correct myself. I said never wake a sleeping dragon. Titilandus is tickle. So it's not just don't wake a sleeping dragon, it's never tickle a sleeping dragon. So that's a correction from a comment I made earlier in this series. I do apologize for that. Okay, so this door. We've already been through there. That's not really a locked entrance. Go down in this direction. Now we're in the bell towers. Where's that west tower that I was thinking of? It's got to be in this direction here, right? The Fat Friar loves this section of the castle, by the way. Yes. West Hall is going to be... That's History of Magic classroom, so West Hall. Oh, I'm completely turned around, right? Or West Tower is what I'm meaning to say, by the way. Okay, it's over there. And why am I not getting there is the question. Or maybe I'm completely turned around. Maybe my favorite section of the castle isn't actually in West Tower, and I just thought it was, because I'm looking for the section of the castle. We're going to go around the outside here. I'm looking for the section of the castle where, yeah, It is. It is that section. I don't know why it's not letting me over there or what the connection to the rest of the castle is that I'm missing. But what I'm looking for is the place with the columns shaped like trees. And so obviously I'm not sure of the entrance that I was looking for on the inside of the castle. Let's go to the outside and see if we can work our way inwards. I'll show you exactly what I mean once we get to the top here. This is that version I like. See how the columns are like trees? This is what I was looking for. And the way to get here is by means of this hallway, which is off of what entrance? This is the door that I was looking for. Oh, okay. So I was completely wrong. I was thinking it was attached to the entrance hall. So obviously I'm not paying attention to my own videos when I'm exploring Hogwarts Legacy. That the entrance to the West Tower hallway that I like is in fact in the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. But anyways, that is all for the locked entrance part 1, I should say. We'll do more with level 2 locks and level 3 locks. And I will go collect all of those things that I didn't get to collect because my chests are full. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys being a part of this series. Let me know if there's anything else that we haven't done that you want to see or something you want to see again. We will do Hogsmeade eventually. We will do an aerial, just kind of fly around of the castle and the world around, such as Hogsmeade Station. And then with different characters, we will explore the different common rooms. So with that being said, thank you very much. I'm calling this to a close. Check your bottom right-hand corner for more Harry Potter content or the link in the top left corner for the rest of the channel. But until next time, I hope to see you very, very soon.